Hey guys, we're back. We've actually been sitting in these chairs since yesterday waiting for you to come back. And this is Ethan Fixell. If you didn't listen yesterday, go watch yesterday's if you didn't. And this is the playlist. The first song I want to talk about is an absolute classic, and the fact that summer is here and the time is right for dancing in the streets. But I don't want to talk about that track. I want to talk about my favorite Martha and the Vandellas song, and that's Nowhere to Run. The energy and power in this track are better than anything else I know of. It's the true spirit of Motown, and for my money, I will take Martha Reeves any day of the week. I love Martha and the Vandellas. I love this song.
That's a great song. I really like that pick. You know what's awesome about that song? No matter how many horrible romantic comedies it'll show up in, it's still going to be an awesome song.
It's just, it survives.
It's untouchable.
It's like Dancing in the Streets. Everybody in the universe has covered it. You hear it all over the place, but Martha Reeves just owns it.
Amazing pick. What's your next pick?
My next pick is a personal favorite, and it's another one I spoke about the other week. It's a local band to my home state of Ohio. It's Filter, and their track, Hey Man, Nice Shot. For me, this was one of those tracks that I kind of grew up with. It hit me right when I was in my teen years, and it was just this massive rock, angry, awesome, just crushing song.
Oh yeah, I mean, I remember listening to that song when I was a kid and thinking that was the most badass song you could possibly listen to. I think that actually bridged my interest into metal and heavier music, hardcore, whatever, because it had that really chill verse where you could listen to it in the car with your dad and you could think that everything was cool, and then all of a sudden you just fuck you!
Yeah, they just break in, and that bass line that opens it is so good.
Yeah, it's sick.
So what have you been listening to, man?
Yeah, well, we're talking about metal.
Yes.
We're just making that bridge there. So I actually have to pick something a little bit aggressive. I'm going to pick something off of the new Cattle Decapitation record, and the track I'm picking is called King of Tyrants. This band has been kicking ass for so long. They've got that sort of grindcore, death metal thing going on, and they do it from a vegan perspective. They are doing it for the animals, people. Believe it or not, Cattle Decapitation is a vegetarian band. They are eco-friendly, and all of their songs really circle around, bringing some defense to the earth, which is just failing us right now. And this album is absolutely brutal. You're laughing. What's your deal?
I'm laughing just because I love when you get into true heavy metal bands, like real heavy metal bands. I love their song and album titles. They're always amazing, like, Myopic Dystopia Part 3. I love it.
When my girlfriend looks through my iTunes and sees Agoraphobic Nosebleed and Pig Destroyer and AC stands for Anal Cunt. Can I say that?
You just did.
I did. She absolutely has like a panic attack when she looks through my iTunes, for real. And it's ridiculous, but I think that's part of the kitschy, awesome.
Right. So what's the other song you want to talk about?
I'm going to switch gears for my second pick. I'm going to pick a Nas track off of his second album. A lot of people like Illmatic, right?
Illmatic's the classic.
Amazing. Stillmatic, the follow-up, is actually the album that I prefer. The track that I'm picking is Ether. The second track off of Stillmatic. It is a song that was recorded at the height of his feud with Jay-Z.
Yep.
That song is a blistering attack of another artist, and it is funny. It is also brutal. I guess the theme is brutal today.
Brutality.
The lyrics are just really, really smart. It's a great song, great beats.
Switching to albums, we're going to an album I've been listening to incessantly this week. It's the Stooges' Raw Power record. And
amazing.
The first three Stooges records are flawless. There's not a bad second on any of them. Iggy's a maniac. Iggy is the greatest. And if you've never heard the title track, it has, in my opinion, the sexiest bass line ever recorded. If you listen to this album, or even to that song, and you can't get into this, honestly, just turn in your ears because you've missed the point of music.
Absolutely one of the most important punk albums of ever.
Yeah.
I'd say, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, I think Iggy is one of those artists that gets a lot of respect from people who love music and who know a lot about music, but the mainstream doesn't really appreciate how important Raw Power was to other artists.
Right.
One of the albums that I'm loving lately is Jeff Beck's Blow by Blow.
Beautiful record.
Yeah. Old school album from the 70s, I think 71 or something.
I want to say 71 or 72.
Yeah. It was actually Jeff Beck's first solo album under his name, outside of the Jeff Beck group or whatever. And for those that don't know, he was a guitarist for the Yardbirds after Eric Clapton left, and he went solo with this group and then did this album. And this is an amazing, beautiful jazz fusion record. He takes his blues influence and puts it into this jazz fusion.
There may be other ways to get into Jeff Beck from there,
right?
But you can't have a bad experience with that album.
Right.
It's just a fantastic record.
Yeah, it's got funk, it's got soul, it's got licks.
skills.
You want the tasty licks? It's got the tasty licks.
It's got those tasty licks all over that.
It's got it. And it's Jeff Beck.
Jeff Beck.
I mean, you can't go wrong with Jeff
One
Beck.
of the most important guitarists of all time.
Absolutely. So those are music recommendations for this week. Be sure to check back here every Sunday for more music you absolutely need to hear. And be here every single day for all the music news, reviews, and knowledge you'll ever need.